Hey friends, it is Susan, and today is Monday, June the 2nd, and it is Lipedema Awareness Month. I'm a lipedema patient, and this month I am doing a challenge called the Lipedema Awareness Challenge. And basically, it's stuff that I wanted to work on to raise awareness of lipedema and also make some improvements in my own regimen for what I'm doing. So, the rules of my challenge are, and I'm looking over here on another monitor. Movement 30 minutes a day with 3 times a week of additional resistance training, read 10 pages a day of a nonfiction book, drink 90 ounces of water daily, avoid sweets, and get 100 grams of protein in a day. That's it for nutrition. Big deal for us, right? Skincare, wash and moisturize my face 2 times a day and use sun protection every morning and measure my legs in 3 different places, the same 3 places, the ankle, the biggest part of the calf and the biggest part of the thigh each day, and weigh each day, and then share, which means post one photo or video for awareness and tag new groups daily. So here is my report out from day number 1. So, yesterday was a Sunday, and of course, we're all full of vim, vigor, and vitality, as we say here in Oklahoma, on day 1. So, I was able to spend quite a bit of time in the pool, and I'm actually going to show you a little bit of pool exercises that I like to do. One of the things that has really been helping me is just getting in the pool. I turn on the radio or Spotify, and I get in there and I run, and with my feet not touching the bottom, and I just run in place for the longest time. And then I also do frog jumps, which I'll show you tomorrow. But running in place in deeper water is really, really good. It's something that I absolutely cannot do on land, and so I was able to do a lot of that yesterday. And then, so the exercise part is not a big deal for me because we do have that pool. I pulled a workout off of the internet yesterday for arms using dumbbells, and I just used some little light dumbbells that I could do lots and lots of reps with. So I posted that yesterday, just a little 6 exercise workout. And because there were no squats or lunges involved that would hurt my knees, I wasn't in need of having to modify any of those exercises. And by the time I was done doing the workout, 3 sets of 15 reps each, my arms were burning. And today, my triceps, whoo, Lord, I know they're there, that's for sure. So the water was no problem either because I've been carrying around this Bucky's cup, and it holds 32 ounces of water. And because I'm only doing 90 ounces instead of a gallon, which is too much for me, it's too much. I'm able to get those 3 in, and it seems like I drank an entire one of those Bucky's cups yesterday when I was just out in the pool, and it was so nice because it was hot yesterday here in Oklahoma, and having some ice water by the pool while I was doing all my things was glorious, right? So getting the 3 cups of water was no big deal. I started a new book, and I'll put a picture of it below, that is about people who silence themselves because they don't want to go against the grain. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. So I read actually like 12 pages or something like that. And I think it's going to be good, but it's also going to be one where you need to like read a little bit and then step away so that you can kind of noodle it some. So I'll put a picture of that here in a second. Nutrition, no problem. For one of the things that I did to get protein yesterday is one of my favorites. I took a cup of cottage cheese and then a couple of little scoops of sugar-free Cool Whip and then a bunch of fresh strawberries and ate them. And I know a lot of people are going to tell me, Susan, don't eat those that sugar-free cottage cheese, but it's what I'm doing right now to get through this sugar addiction. So it makes the cottage cheese so good. It's almost like having strawberry shortcake, which, I mean, come on, that's not a bad thing anyway. So, as far as protein goes, too, we had eggs in the morning, a couple of eggs each. Actually, I had 3 eggs in the morning, and then we had some meat with our dinner, and just, I mean, it was just no big deal to hit that 100. I had chicken for dinner, and chicken has a ton of protein in it, so that was no big deal. And then skincare, aha, that's an interesting one. So because I'm doing all this pool time and I'm trying to not make my rosacea worse, right? I am not having a problem doing the skincare. In fact, yesterday during my kickoff video, I put on the moisturizer. But what's funny is that's going to be the one where I have challenges, I think, because I come into my office, and the way my office is set up, I have my makeup stuff like in a tub underneath the desk. And I came in this morning from the shower, and I was like, oh, let me put on my whatever. And then I was like, I almost skipped moisturizing. It's going to be, and I mean, again, there's no punishment, right? It's only just like, hey, I'm challenging myself to try and do this every day, but I've got to be careful about that. So, on the measurements, I had this little tape measure that I got. Actually, they gave it away at Fat Disorders Resource Society last year for people who contributed their pictures and measurements and stuff to a research study that the Lipedema Foundation was doing. And I actually hadn't even opened it until yesterday. And it's pretty cool. It's a little tool. I'll show it to you tomorrow. Anyway, so my measurements have actually changed, which is weird. And I'm wondering if it's because I have been working out in the pool so much, or if it's because I'm 3 years post-op, I'm noticing some looser skin kind of down there now. Anyway, I hadn't measured in a while. And so my ankle at the smallest part is 13 inches, and it used to be 14 inches. And this is on my left leg, which is my bigger leg. And then my calf in the biggest spot was 22 inches. And before surgery, it was 26, which that's a big deal to make that kind of difference. And then my thigh, I don't remember. I'll have to look at my thigh measurement. But anyway, the thigh is not my area of the biggest concern. That calf measurement changing, and I think it's from surgery. Anyway, that's my baseline is 13 and 22. So we'll go from there. I haven't weighed yet this morning, but I will tell you about that tomorrow whenever I give you my update. And then the last one is posting at least one photo or video for awareness. Okay, so yesterday I did a video that was about what is lipedema, and I went in and I tagged every organization in the United States, major organization in the United States for gynecologists. And so today I have actually found a group of physicians here in Oklahoma City. They are doing a women's medical group, and they just got through having a big conference. And so I'm going to tag them since their conference was this weekend and do another What is Lipedema post today so that we can raise awareness. And then I'm also going to follow up with each one of the doctors. There were 8 different doctors individually through their social media. And if I can get their email, I will, to do an offer to do lipedema training with them from a patient's perspective. So that's my activity for the day. So yesterday was a check. This morning, I already moisturized, and I was going to tell you. So, for the summer, I am doing for my sunscreen a UV clear. So it's like a BB cream, and I already have it on this morning. It's very light feeling, and I like that. So I think that's going to work for me. Although it's obvious that I'm getting some sun too. You can tell now, you can start to see like the lines from where my sunglasses go from being in the pool and stuff like that. So I may need to reapply. But I think yesterday, before I got in the pool, I also sprayed because it was really like we were in the heat of the day where the UV stuff was the highest. So anyway, that's my day one report. I'm going to share with you in these videos as we're talking here some of the exercises that I did. And I hope that you're having a good day and that you find something you can do to raise awareness for lipedema, whether that's uploading the What is Lipedema brochure from the Lipedema Foundation into your patient portal. Drop a note to your practitioner, your primary care provider, and let them know that you have lipedema or think you have lipedema, or you do something else to raise awareness. I would love to see you on social media, and I would also love to have your comments. All right, have a great day. I will see y'all later.